Hey guys, Shane here, Pocket Knife Review. I want to bring you a little video about this knife right here today. I've got to go ahead and do this review because I've got to get this knife returned to its owner, unfortunately, much as I'd like to keep it. Been really impressed with this thing, man. You guys know how I feel about Spydercos. I love my Spyderco knives. And the main reason why I like Spyderco knives is because I'm not a huge fidgeter. My passion in this hobby is for blade steels and super steels and edge retention, and I really get into that kind of thing. This knife doesn't belong to me. This knife was loaned in to me by another viewer. A lot of you guys know as JN or the Juggling Ninja, but we both kind of share a love for the native chief, and you see us talk about it in our pocket checks all the time on lives. And he decided to send me this knife and let me check it out. I already own a native chief, but I really wanted to check this knife out because it's in the Rex45 steel. I want to go over a couple things on this knife with you. First of all, a lot of people think this is a huge knife. This is on the large side. The reason why I love it is I can choke back, and I've got plenty of room. Even got a little bit hanging off the back. That's without using the forward finger choil. Then when I do use the forward finger choil, lots of handle hanging off. It's got a 4-inch blade with a standard spotty hole, 14 millimeter. I can't spotty flick this knife because it's a backlock knife. This is not a fidgeter's dream. What this is a cutter's dream. If you own knives and carry a knife because you cut things, you should absolutely love this knife. That's what it's great at. That's what it was made for. The backlock is extremely strong. It's extremely dependable. You're not going to have to worry about this knife folding up on you. It is smooth, however, it's very firm on the shut, spring shut. Like I said, this is not for the fidgeters of the world. This is for guys who like a knife that really slices well, and it does that because of that fairly thin blade stock and that full flat grind. And Spyderco just knows how to make a knife cut, and I really like that. This Rex45 steel, guys, holds an edge for an incredibly long time. I didn't use this knife enough because it doesn't belong to me to dull it. I don't even know how long it would take to dull Rex45 steel. However, I did inquire with some professional sharpeners and some true steel nerds of the knife community, and they did recommend to me that Rex45 seems to perform best as 600 grit. It likes a toothy edge more than a polish. I'm just going to take their word for that because, like I said, I didn't get to cut enough with it to dull it to need to sharpen it, and I wouldn't want to do that because it's not my knife anyway, even though he gave me permission. Rex45 holds an edge for a really long time. It's a very tough steel. It's a tool steel. You guys if you've watched any other videos where I talk about tool steels, you'll know that it is not corrosion resistant, not even a little bit. This knife is eventually going to patina even if he takes care of it over time, but you have to maintain this steel, guys. You have to be careful with it, not to let it rust or turn colors if you care about that kind of thing. And some people don't. Some people don't care that if it patinas. I wouldn't care if it was mine, because if I buy this knife, I'm buying it for one reason only, and that's to cut things with, and it does a great job at that. A lot of people think a 4-inch blade is too big. DDC, I disagree. I don't have a problem with a 4-inch blade at all. The reason for not the reason for, but the advantage to having a 4-inch blade is most of us, when we cut things, we set the blade on the item that we're going to cut and we drag it across. With a 4-inch blade, you have more blade to finish that cut and less passes. It just makes sense for a cutter. Now, I understand not everybody wants to carry a knife that big. If you don't, so be it. There's plenty of knives out there smaller than this, but this knife does invoke a little confidence when you're carrying it. If you had to use this knife for other than its intended purpose of working and cutting things, it would do that job just fine. But I like it. I like this knife a lot. Like I said, I already have a native chief in S90V. I didn't think it could get much better than S90V at edge retention, but apparently it can. What I like about this Rex45 is, even with the factory Spyderco edge, it is so super aggressive. And I don't mean toothy like that usual rough finish you get off of factory sharpenings a lot of times. I didn't feel that with this knife. It's just aggressive, man. It when you barely touch this thing, it feels like it's reaching out to get you. It's a scary, scary sharp knife, and that's why I like it. So, JN, I'm going to get your knife back to you, man. I really appreciate you loaning it to me. I'm going to send you one of mine to check out. And that's all I got for you guys today. If y'all are looking for a good, hard-working, very sharp knife that cuts very well and holds an edge for a long time, you don't mind maintaining it, Spyderco Native Chief might be the one for you. So, appreciate any of y'all's time that y'all spend with me during the week. And peace out, and I love you guys.